And I will send you the recording afterwards privately. Yes, I will not share
Okay.
it publicly.
Do I
So
have to
yes, you
approve?
can.
Do I do
Go
I need
on,
to
please.
approve? Yeah. Oh, okay. It's fine. It says it's
Mhm,
recording, so I guess
mhm.
it's done. Yeah.
Thank you. So yes, it's a thank you for the opportunity to uh, maybe jump into the green auctions straight ahead, and then we can talk generally. We can cover both, general
Yeah.
talk
Okay.
and your project and my project, and we will see.
Okay. Well, great. Well, my project is to change the world. Uh, and I'm sick and tired of this idea that ideas are going to trickle down from the top and that somehow change is going to take place because 100,000 men fly to Brazil to hold COP30, the 30th year in a row that they've held a meeting of government and business in order to solve the problem, and the problem is not solved. Well, there's something wrong with that model. And the problem with the model is that they think that somehow change trickles down from the top in society, but change doesn't trickle down from the top. Change bubbles up from the bottom. And that's how it always works. And the only time that it trickles down from the top is dictatorships. And you know what happens in dictatorships. So, what we've got to do is we've got to popularize the idea of change. We have to make everybody understand or help everybody to understand that they are indigenous to their own locality. That if they're doing anything that's damaging to the environment locally or regionally or nationally, then they're damaging everything. And they have to be responsible. Well, how do you do that? Well, you work with the kids. And how do you work with the kids? You go into the school and make it fun. It's got nothing to do with fear. It's got nothing to do with guilt. It has everything to do with enjoying yourself and having a great time and working with your friends to do something that's important. So the idea then is to go through the Green Actioneers Family Action Guide, and you can do it either digitally or in print. And in here are all the actions that you need to take. There are 95 actions in here. Uh, and so out of those 95 actions, there's some you can take right away. So you can get to work on that and do those. And when you do them, you get credit for it. The credit is the chart on the wall. And the chart on the wall is in your classroom. And every time you take a green action, you get to put a sticker up on the wall. Well, we've pioneered this and it's worked okay, but it wasn't as good as we thought it was going to be. So we've revised it a bit. And now what we're doing for stickers is instead of having you write it out on a post-it note, because a lot of kids can't write that well, we provide with the book a complete set of stickers. And the stickers are all the things that you might want to do that are in the book. There are 95 stickers that have things on it. And then there's 5 blank stickers, so you can add your own things at the bottom. And then you put your stickers onto a sheet, and that's what your family has done. So then you can look at that and you go, oh, look what my family has done. My family has done all of these. And so now I feel very proud of the fact that my family has done all of these. And where is this? On the wall in the school with all the other families. So now everybody can look at that and go, whoa, look how that family's doing. They're doing a great job. Now, each child doesn't have their own sheet up on the wall. It's per family. And that way the kids can work together to put up the stickers, and the parents can be proud of the fact that their kids are doing this. Then you can measure what you're doing because you can look at those stickers and you know how well you're doing in a general sense and how well you're doing specifically. In a general sense, you can earn the merit badges. So you can become a green actioneer, you can become a sprout, you can be a sapling, you can be a mighty oak, you can be a majestic redwood, a giant sequoia, or at the top, you could be a mangrove forest. So you could be all of these things. You can go up and up and up. And So the kids get excited about that, and the kids want to be a giant sequoia. And then their classroom can become a mangrove forest, their school can become a kelp forest. If every student has at least one sticker, then their classroom is a mangrove forest. If the whole school has stickers, then they're a kelp forest. And then we have these extra little badges down here that they can earn for these things. Which are all important. And we'll have other stickers. I'm just getting started. Now, to make it more fun, we've written a song for every green action. So you have 95 green actions, you have 95 songs. And the idea is in the school every morning, first thing, the teacher says, okay, everybody, it's time for green actioneers. Come sit down. And they sit on the floor, probably, knowing the kids. They might be in their desks. And the teacher plays one of the songs. And the kids get up and move to the song because the songs are all songs you can move to. So now they're learning with their whole body, which is how you learn. And then the kids take that throughout the day. And that's the thing they're thinking about and talking about. When they get home, they go, Mom, today we did the song about the recycling paper from home and office, and we sang that song, and look, I'll sing it for you, Mom. And then Mom says, oh, but darling, that's so much trouble. No, Mom, no, here's why we're going to do it. So now we've got the kids pushing the parents then get together and form a Green Actioneers team at the school, a team of parents, and they change the community. After the community changes, then the larger political entity changes, larger and larger and larger, and the world changes. So that's the idea, a simple little idea. And thanks to Suno, I've been able to write these songs. And thanks to AI, I've been able to create these nice badges. And thanks to AI, we can translate the Green Actioneers into Czech or any other language, just like that. And so that's what I want to do, is to use the tools that are available now to change the world. And I think it's timely. I think it's just the right time. And all this gloom and doom, this Al Gore approach, here's how bad it's going to be when we do everything wrong, is I throw that out. I say, here's how great it's going to be when we do everything right. So that's my story.
Thank you, Dave. I'm talking with Dave Finnigan, and my name is Jiří Borč. We are talking about green action and how can people approach you if they like what you're speaking about and they would like to take the action. What should they do? Which steps should they take?
I think the very first thing is to get a copy of the Green Actioneers Family Action Guide, because the book tells you what it is that you need to do. And of course, it's written for North America. So we haven't necessarily written it for the world. But one thing somebody could do is they could create a version of the book that's available for you, that speaks to you, that you would pick it up and you say, oh, this looks like it was written here. That's one thing. Another thing is to get to work in one school and get the program started in that one school, and then to evaluate whether it's working or not, to get the kids, the teachers, and the parents to give you testimonial, because it's only with that testimonial that you have social proof. And the social proof is when people say, this is working. I really love this. We save money on our electric bill. We save money on our water bill. We drive an electric car. This is exciting. And once that happens, then it's going to go like gangbusters. So I think the best thing somebody can do is get a copy of the Green Actioneers Family Action Guide. And we're happy to give you a download of the digital book. And then you can take that to your school, and you can either use the digital book and change the world, or you can print books and start selling the print books within your school system. We don't call it selling. We say you're making a commitment to do these things. And so we're giving you a copy of the book in order for you to be able to do this. And then we have a method in the book for raising money so that everybody can afford to have a book. So that we have a diagram in here toward the beginning of the book that shows what families can do in order to raise money. So everybody can raise money for the book. All you have to do is follow the guidance in the book, and you'll be able to raise money for the book. And then every family can have one. But until every family has a book, some families are going to be flying blind. But I want them all to be able to see where they're going and to understand the whole story. And it's a story. It's a story about a community that changes. The book is a story about some kids who got a great idea and then how it changed the community. So that's what we want to do. We want kids to change the world.
I like it so much. Dave, if we decide to go public with this video, with your introduction of the project, I would like you to put down under the video some link for the how people can contact you and obtain this book.
Yeah,
so
sure.
Great. That would be great. And now, have you any questions, by the way, for me, or any comments about anything?
Well, my major concern is that this gets started everywhere, and that you have a population in Czechia that is interested in this. And if this is something you would like to help me to push, then that's what I want to know. Yes. I have one focus, and that is Green Actioneers. I'm 84 years old, so for me, this has got to work in the next 10 years or so. I don't have a lifetime to invest in this. I have a very short lifetime left.
Yes.
And I recognize that.
First of all, I would like to be honored to be your ambassador in Czechia, your Green Actions ambassador, and I would be very, very. I would take it seriously. I have two groups. First group is called Czech Teachers for Children. This has 10,000 members. 10,000 Czech teachers are there in this Facebook group. And the second group is Entrepreneurs in the Czech Republic, and this also has 10,000 members. So I'm working on two projects at the moment. I'm working as a teacher, and I'm working with entrepreneurs on the podcast and networking events. By the way, we have in a couple of weeks, 2 weeks from now, I think, or maybe even 1 week from now, I will send you the personal invitation. We have a networking session online on Google Meet, where the entrepreneurs will meet. So you are welcome to be present and join us and share your project with us. I will send you the personal invitation. So this is what I do. Basically, I'm a teacher. I have been a teacher for 30 years, and I am for 15 years, I have been working with entrepreneurs because I like talking with people about projects around the world. And that's why I do podcasts and networkings, because I like people.
Well, this is wonderful. And I'm very happy to have you share this video with both those networks and let them know that I'm available to consult, that when we start the first school in Czechia, I wouldn't mind, although I hate to use the carbon to do it, I wouldn't mind if they needed me to hold their hand coming there and helping to get the first school started. But I think everybody can do this without me. I don't think I'm a necessary component. What I've done is design something that is self-replicating once you have somebody who's really passionate about it, because we've got the book, we've got the songs, we've got the experience of this one school that would let us video in the US. We're going to finish up that school in April by Earth Day. So by Earth Day, we will have video of everything that happened at that school from the first day that Professor Green, that's me, arrived at the school until the school has adopted the program. All the families are involved. We've got a chart on the wall, and people are moving forward to go green and to create a clean, green future. That's all going to be in the video. It'll be available by April, I would say. And that will be the touchstone that will set this off and help it to move worldwide. And
Yes.
the question people say is, well, how do you make money? And there are a couple of ways that I want to make sure people understand. The first is you sell books, and that's not a lot of money, but it is a little bit. But more importantly, you get companies that are local that are interested in some of your projects. Like you find a company that installs reflective window film or manufactures that, and you get them to put a QR code on your page, or you get them to sponsor that page, or you get them to provide some books to some families. You get another one that it creates reflective roofing, and so you get them involved as well. Now, if a family buys an EV, for instance, and they do it because of this program, and they go to the dealer and they say, I want an electric car because my kids told me I have to have an electric car because my family is Green Actioneer family. We need an electric car. Then the dealer will say, well, what school? And they'll name the school and say, okay, good. Then they send the school a thank you, a few $100 as a thank you for sending them a customer. And we can arrange that worldwide because there are many, many activities and products in here that require you to go to somebody who is going to make money off of it. The solar panels alone could run the whole program because when you purchase those solar panels, then a small portion of the money that you spent should go to your school. So that's how this can be supported. It doesn't require you to give it away. I give it away because I want to get it started, but it doesn't require you to give it away.
Yes, thank you very much for sharing. And now we can jump to the general talk. What did you mean by, Dave, when you said we can do like talking about the projects and then we can talk generally? What did you mean specifically? Like generally about life, like a friendly chat? Or
I guess I mean generally about life, about what we do day to day in order to maintain our youth and our health.
Yes, I go winter swimming, by the way. Even my mom and the children of my sister, they are 7 years old. We all go down to the cold water. And even when there is ice, we cut the corridor and we swim inside. So this is what we do sometimes because I live in Plzeň. This is a place with a lot of lakes. And during winter, those lakes are frozen. So
Yeah.
So this winter swimming is one of my hobbies, and that's how I keep myself sometimes going on. What about you?
I'm a swing dancer.
Mm-hmm.
I do the jitterbug. The fastest dance that's available.
And this is Lindy Hop or swing?
Lindy Hop. It's all the same thing. It's all the same thing. It's all under the umbrella of swing dance. It's Lindy Hop and it's jitterbug and all of that. And I do all of those, and that's what I do. Nice. And it's so good for you. And I think when they list the activities you can take that keep you young, dancing is at the top, and in dancing, swing dancing is at the top of the top.
Very nice, very nice, beautiful.
So yes. And also I try very hard to stay away from naysayers, people who tell me that this isn't going to work or what a stupid idea or how can you waste your time, that sort of thing. And luckily my wife has supported me throughout this. I did something equally foolish before. I was crossing the campus at the University of Washington in 1975, and I saw a guy and he was juggling. And I said, can you teach me how to do that? And he said, oh, I'm not allowed to. And I said, what do you mean you're not allowed to? He said, well, I was taught by a magician, and the magician made me promise that I would never teach anybody to do it unless they paid me. So are you willing to pay me? And I said, well, let me see what you're doing. And he was juggling. And I said, oh, I see what you're doing. You're making an infinity sign over and over again with one object. And then you're adding objects to that pathway. And he said, don't tell anybody. And I said, no, I'm going to tell everybody. And so I wrote a little book called The Joy of Juggling. I went from school to school, and I taught the kids how to juggle, and I did it in slow motion with nylon scarves so that everybody could do it. Even the kindergartners could do it because it's so easy. It's all slow. And then I took that book around to schools and sold thousands of copies locally, self-printed, self-published. And then I took it to the Frankfurt Book Fair, and I sold the rights in German, French, Italian, Dutch, Spanish, and Portuguese. And we sold over 1 million copies before the internet existed. But the problem is that this wasn't enough. This is a tiny little book on juggling. What we really needed was the complete juggler. So I wrote the complete juggler, and that's 575 pages, and it's everything you ever needed to know about juggling. And it really worked. And so if you ask any juggler anywhere in the world, do you know Dave Finnigan? They'll say, "Oh, I have his book." and that was me.
Yes, yes.
So I've done this before. And I did it especially with the help of music. And so I wrote songs that taught juggling, and this will all be back up online shortly. I never put it up online. When the internet came along, we were already out of business, so to speak. I sold the company. And so I haven't put this up, but I will eventually put this up online. And then people will be able to learn to juggle with music online again. But that's a separate topic. I left it alone for 20 years. I went, okay, let's not mess with this for a while. Let's wait until there's a new generation. And now there's a new generation, and it's time for them to learn to juggle. And the reason is because they are addicted to this thing. Well, not that dog, but to the phone. And so because they're addicted to their phones, they aren't making the big motions that they used to make. They aren't. I'll tell you, the one thing we've lost that was a treasure, we've lost boredom. Kids are not bored anymore because they've got something to do all the time. But you and I were bored. And so we went looking for something to do. And that's how we came across the things that then became businesses or became our life. And so now it's time to get kids off their phones and moving again. And I think that we can do that with juggling. So I'm going to work on reviving juggling on the side. That's not my major focus. My major focus is Green Actioneers. But the side focus is it's time to get kids up and moving again.
Says Dave Finnigan, my honored guest today in our podcast with Easy Borch. Thank you very much, Dave, for coming to talk with me about your life. And it's very interesting. I would be happy to stay with you here further, but officially, I would like to thank also people who are listening to us now. Thank you very much for staying with us till the end. And I officially end this podcast, and thank you again for coming.
Thanks a lot.
Perfect. Okay, great. So it was fine. I like it, and I would be very happy to share it with my community if you agree. And
please do.
And I would be also happy to see you again because you are a very sympathetic person, and I am enjoying your company. So I would be happy to meet again with you for another talk soon. Now I have here children to watch them, so I will go and try to find some ways how to. And maybe with your help even, how to get them off these phones. I will show you.
Yeah.
And try to play with them, maybe teach them juggling. I know a little bit of juggling myself, but just a very, very little.
Well, I've applied to America's Got Talent to see if I can get on there and teach the world to juggle again. And what we would do is, yes, we would teach them with scarves because it's in slow motion. But what I would suggest is that everybody at home get 3 plastic bags. I've got them around here somewhere. 3 plastic bags. And plastic bags work just as well as scarves. And it keeps those 3 plastic bags out of the landfill because you're going to be playing with them instead of throwing them out. And you're going to teach all your friends to do it. So that's going to keep even more plastic bags out of the landfill, because everybody's going to be baggling. So we're going to start baggling in place of juggling. If I can find them, they're right here somewhere. I've got a set. Well, that's okay. You can imagine it. It's exactly the same thing. And it's so simple to learn, because all you have to do is throw one and catch and throw and catch. And once you can do that, then you can add to the mix, and just keep that infinity sign in mind. Make X's with your throws, and then keep going. Start with the hand that has 2 and go right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, and you'll be able to juggle. And you can do it, and you can teach it. It's that easy. You can probably Google scarf juggling, and maybe you'll find me, Dave Finnigan scarf juggling, and see if you can find it. And if you can, then tell your kids, hey, this is a friend of mine. And you can use plastic bags, and then get back to me and tell me you did it.
Yes, there is another, by the way, if I go back to your green actions, there is one more way in my mind, and these are homeschooling kids.
Yes.
I have a great community of my sister has, not me, my sister. She has a great community of mothers, but they have homeschooling.
Yes.
And now she's trying to introduce me as a teacher there. So once I am inside this community, I could maybe introduce your projects there, but first I need to enter there, because I'm not there yet. So
yeah, I see homeschooling as a really great opportunity. But what I need to do first is get social proof. And that's what I'm working on now. And once I have the social proof from the Montessori school here locally, then the next step is to do a regular public school, and then to get that going. That's more difficult because they don't let you video. And then it will go first in the state of Florida, where I live, and then it'll go nationwide. But I don't mind if we start everywhere in the world all at once, because I think that there is a possibility that this is going to grow really quickly everywhere, because I think that everybody wants to do the right thing by the planet. They want to have a clean, green future. Their kids deserve it. They're not exactly sure how to do it. And what we're going to do is give them the keys to going green, to saving energy, saving water, saving money, and having a clean, green future without worrying about climate change, because climate change is a separate topic altogether. Climate change is what happens if we don't do it.
I was teaching also in the Walsdorf school, and there we were also kind of like playing with the kids, like all kinds of theaters and stuff, like throwing things and catching things. That was interesting. And also I've been teaching in a sense, how it's called in English, sensible school, yes. One sensible school there is in Prague, and I have still their contacts. So I believe that once we need to get one school in the Czech Republic, and once we get one, we can go from there. So yeah.
Right. Okay, good.
Let's try it. Thank you very much for today, Dave.
Thank you so much. Have a good day today, and thanks for recognizing that this is important.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.